Kia ora, and welcome to this IT training tutorial video on applying and modifying heading styles. In this document, I've already modified the built-in normal style, which is automatically applied everywhere, and I've applied and modified the built-in quote style to show where I have taken some text from another source. Now I'm going to apply and modify heading level styles. The headings are just the different levels in your document. When you begin, you'll only see 2 heading levels available, but as you use them, more will appear. Now in this document, I've also used the little markers here, H1, H2, and H3, and that's just to guide me for where they're going to go. That's not something you would ever use in your thesis. So to apply these, I'm just going to click inside of the paragraph and then find heading 1. Now again, it's up here in the gallery or it's over here in this window, so I just click on the name to apply it. I'll do the same thing with headings 2 and 3. And this is an opportunity, if I wanted to use the Format Painter to apply headings as well. When I'm finished, turn it off, and then apply heading 3, and Format Painter to copy and paste that through my document, and switch it off. So notice I now see 4 levels. If I used level 4, I'll just play with that. I will see that if I apply it, I get level 5. I'll just set that back to 3. There are 9 available levels inside of your Word program. Most people only use about 3 or 4 inside of a thesis, but you may need more. So now that I've applied them, let's take a moment and notice a few things. The heading styles here are the wrong color for me. I would like them to be black. Now that's going to print black, but I just might want it to look black anyway inside the document. And the other thing is that it's not the right font for me. There is no rule that says you have to change the font though. You could leave it on Cambria, but I'm going to just change it to Times New Roman just so I can demonstrate it. Also, I want you just to notice the spacing that's gone in. As soon as I marked something, instead of it being normal, I marked it as being, say, heading 3. So that's built in, and I'll have to set those differently if I want to amend that. So let's start with heading 1. I'll just look at that one. I don't have to actually select it. I'll just go over here and choose to modify it, or right-click in the gallery and modify. So right-click on there, or wait till the arrow appears and click there. So heading 1, I'm just going to change the color to automatic, and I'm going to change the face to Times New Roman, and then I'm going to go into format the paragraph and just have a look around. So what I notice here is that heading 1 has 12 points before it and no points space after it. So that means that that space is being held up here and then held in here as well. And that looks fine to me. But if you would like there to be more space, of course you can just go in here and change that as you please. Otherwise, the 1.5 line spacing would be if your heading went over more than 1 line, and that's picking it up from the normal settings that we set earlier. So I'll just click OK and OK, and now my first level heading has been set. I'll just quickly go into headings 2 and 3 and make the same sorts of changes, just so I can see what they look like. And in here I see a lot less space before, and again no space after. It's my decision here whether or not that's acceptable. I might want to make a little bit more space. The only reason why you see space, by the way, is because of that 1.5 line spacing. So I'll just go in here and play with those a bit just to see what that might look like. And the same thing finishing off with level 3. And in this one again, I'll put in some extra space. Actually, might not put so much space in after, just to see what that looks like. Now, I often recommend to people that you do something like I've done right here, and you just have some text already so that you can see what you think of the way this lays out. You may want to change these. You might want to add more space. All you do is go right back in and continue to modify. So you can go in and change these as much as you like. The beauty of changing it inside of your style is that you automatically are changing it everywhere in your document. Okay, that concludes this tutorial video on applying and modifying heading styles. Thanks for your attention. Kia ora.